You all right there, son? You lost?
You want a wee piece in ham?
Maybe he's deaf.
Please. You have to run.
Ach no, English.
Oh, bless him. He probably doesn't understand your thing. Run? At our age, you having a laugh? Running from anyway?
Midges. The midges are coming.
Typical bloody tourist.
Oh, now, no, you know fine well they can be a right pain if you're not used to them. I find a wee scoosh of this helps. And you can't go wrong with citronella. They hate the smell. Can't go wrong with one of these either. You want a wee scoosh of this, or are you going to go commando?
You know me, Mary. Commando all the way. You don't need that stuff. It's a con. Willpower's what you need. And a bit of good old-fashioned grit.
Please, you have to get out of here.
That's the problem with you bloody tourists. You come up here with your fancy hipster outfits on, or whatever the hell that is. Giving it all that. Hey, and you think you're the bee's knees, when in fact, you're just a showery.
Wow. Welcome to Paranormal Gateway Paratalk. I'm the host, Scott Wise. Our social guest today, Alessio Avezzano, is producer of Midgies. It's a horror comedy about a mother and teenage daughter's road trip to the Scottish Highlands and takes a deadly turn when they encounter a swarm of midges. The film blends Scottish quick-witted humor to classic monster horror tropes for a universally entertaining experience. Without further ado, welcome, Alessio.
Thanks for having me on the show, Scott, and thanks for the introduction.
Sure. That I get chill every time I watch that. Yeah, it's like.
Well, that's really good because we made a film in Scotland, which is a lot smaller nation, and obviously the biggest English-speaking audience is in America. So if you enjoyed it, that's a very good sign that we're very happy to hear.
And I was also seeing another thing produced. Was the Islanders. I watched it. I noticed there's two of the same actors. The old man and the young kid.
Yeah.
They're in it.
Yeah, they say sometimes you get comfortable working with people, what they're going to, how they're going to deliver. So, and they become good friends, so you want to spend time with them on set.
Oh, dude, that was a lot of fun. I just give away, but with the part when that old man time under the chair, he closed up.
Yeah,
I thought it was great. Okay, tell us about the inspiration behind Midgies. What Midgies decided. We had a lot of things over here. but I never heard midges before. I think it was a midge fly or something.
Yeah, I think there's some names like no-see-ums. Some people call it that. And Canada, I think, has something quite similar. I think they have like different names, but in Scotland they're very infamous. They ruin your summer. Like you can't have any summer plans, especially if it's been raining the day before. So the idea of the inspiration was that the writer Barry, he has quite a following online, and one day he just made a tweet. Wouldn't it be funny to have a horror film featuring midges? And then the national press reported on this tweet because they must have like picked up on the idea being quite novel as well. So it made the newspapers, and then I saw the article and I thought, yes, it's very funny, but hang on, nobody's done this before, and it would be great to be part of the team to do it in the first place. The midges in Scotland are very culturally significant. They're like the nemesis of Scottish people. they're like such a part of the culture that once we thought about making it as a movie, it just made absolute sense to do so. We have the Loch Ness monster, but that's not real. Midges are real.
Midges are real.
Yeah. Or maybe the Loch Ness monster is real.
Over here we have fairies, and we have that's what we have here, fairies.
yeah.
But we should certainly memorable moments you have. You guys had a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. You guys
yeah. So filming, we had the movie script for 1 year, and we were getting a little interest, but it's my first film, so the process is a little slow and you have to kind of prove yourself. So we decided, why don't we make this concept trailer to show what the movie would be like? So at the beginning of the summer, we started to just go for it and make the plans. We had such a small but really talented team. And we originally shot in one day, but then we added the second day with all the laboratory stuff because we wanted to kind of bring the energy up even more. And then when we filmed the exterior scenes in the forest, we were filming in a park near a place called Logline. And every time we checked the location, it was perfect. Perfect overcast, horror movie weather. It was perfect. And then on the day we filmed, it was the sunniest, nicest day all year, and everybody from the city came to that park to get drunk. So we were a film crew getting surrounded by people coming to party. So we had to keep moving further and further back into the forest to try and avoid people. But even during some of the takes, you would hear the actors speaking, and then you'd hear a jet ski like or like people fighting. It didn't sound like we're in the middle of nowhere, which is what we wanted the feeling. But luckily, we had enough footage and enough talent to cut all that out and make it feel isolated.
Is beer a repellent for midges?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I mean, I think there's a lot of people trying that.
You gotta have fun though if you guys do it. It looks so much fun. You guys getting together and do this. So we ever in the woods at night afterwards, and
I mean we finished at night, but we're not that far away from civilizations. It's just the direction the camera's filming. But by the time it got to night, that was the flamethrower. That was like the latest.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, we did that, which is not real because it's Yeah. So
I love it
that,
stuff that.
yeah, that's CGI because
Yeah.
I learned it's way too expensive to get the insurance to do that for real.
Do you use
Dangerous.
do you use for Adobe Premiere for that? What do you use for your effects? After Effects, do you use that?
Oh, no. So we had a lot of companies supporting us, because it's helping. The industry is small, so these companies who work on bigger projects wanted to help out. So we had a legitimate Hollywood visual effects company called Motive who came on and did the Swarm, and they did the flamethrower, and yeah, they just contributed very kindly. They usually work on big movies like Mad Max and things like that. So we were very, very fortunate to have their support. And we also had like support from insurance companies, support from equipment, and yeah, all the actors and the crew were all hugely supportive and hugely helpful in making this something that's I think quite impressive.
Oh, yes. That's all stuff for you. I can't wait to work tomorrow. I know you said about I think Scottish humor is awesome. So I think Scottish horror thing really fits. So
Yeah.
I'm
Is there any? Is there any Scottish humor or movies that you like?
What's the was Shaun Dead one? Was that Scottish or no? Shaun Dead. That was English, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good one. That's a very good one. It's a classic. I mean, if we can be anything near that, then we're doing well.
Right. Yeah, and I noticed that with Barry's writing material, he concentrated more on children's books. There's one book I think he had out that was about Playmate or what's it called?
He'd probably have, yeah. But
it was about a child that came back to the kid or I forget what it's called. The kids, some kids haven't grown up.
Yeah. I mean, he's such a creative person, and he writes so much. Like when he wrote Midgies, he did it in a few days. Like, and the first draft was very good, which is very unusual. But he's, as far as I know, he started off in children's books, and now he's very known for doing crime noir, and he has a lot of dark humor in his comedy and his crime fiction.
Yeah, they're probably something Kirk. I think I watched it.
Oh yeah, so his J.D. Kirk is his pen name. Yeah, J.D. Kirk. Which he says it doesn't mean anything.
So Captain Kirk took the Kirk from Star Trek. There you go.
Yeah.
And that's what I can tell you. That's it. That's what it is. Tell him.
Yeah. You probably that makes sense now that you saw it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So, what challenges did you take just to get this together? I mean, I know you said it came together pretty quick, but I mean, I know there's different places you got to get hold of and permissions and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so I had I'm a executive producer. I'm the director, was my main role, but we had a producer, Serena Gardner, who came on board, and she's really up against it because we have very, very, very little budget, and very little time, little resources. So she really came through in helping pull it together. It would have not been possible without her, wouldn't be possible without the company's supporters. But the challenges that we face are still ongoing because we made this trailer to try and get some more attention on the project, try and get some buzz, like get the audience seeing it. And that's just, now we're on that next step, and now we have to keep trying to figure out how do we turn this into a movie. So the challenge is still trying to get it made, and trying to, because you need to get a studio on board, or financing on board, or more experienced producer, because that we are still earlier in our careers.
Yeah. I was in art also. That I did for a living. And I saw you did other commercial directing for, like, I think you did that Bacardi, I think was one. Well,
Yeah.
I worked for a mailing company that one of my clients was Bacardi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just 27 years ago.
Yeah, Bacardi's all over the all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I work on like commercial projects is pretty much what I want to do for a living, but no, is what I do for a living. But what I want to do is I just want to make fun movies that that entertain you and make you forget about the world for a few hours.
Oh, we need that right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, with getting back into the when the kid gets house, how they were Italian and Scottish influence to help it off this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. It was actually Serena, my producer, gave me, when I said, okay, I need to share this video with as many people as possible. She gave me a huge document of websites and genre, horror, sci-fi journalists, and that's how I got in contact with you. You were on this list.
Yeah, I saw it. So I thought, look at that. I thought that first when I saw Charles, I gotta get you guys on. So I was glad to get you on there. That's fun. Yeah, she might get you on, but next year after you guys get through with some of yourself, we'll have both years on that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And are there any other besides Midgies? Yeah, I just said the Loch Ness Monster, but you said there were other things over there. It's just Boreal Scotland over there for the cryptids and.
I mean, yeah, the Loch Ness Monster is the big one. Have you done much research? You maybe know more than me.
Well, just about that. Her name is Nessie.
Yeah.
we put it down one over here too. So
one
of our links.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, but this one's called. I think it's called Champagne. Is the name of it.
Interesting. Do you do you look into cryptids and things like that as well?
Oh yeah. We have the Jersey Devil. Of course, we have Bigfoot. We have Thunderbirds. They call it. Chupacabra.
Yeah, Chupacabra. That's right.
Chupacabra. We have the beast. What is it called? That's a weird name to it. They call it Rockawakawa or something like that. Weird name.
Yeah,
that's like Godzilla look like type of thing.
Do cryptids interest you, or are you more?
Oh yeah.
In
but I started off just ghost hunting and stuff back like 20 years ago. But every year we're looking at these cryptid stuff, and I do an investigation over the years. That we have a place up in New York we went to. It's called the Hinsdale House.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be haunted, most in New York, and it's way up in the woods, about a couple miles. And it's woods all over the place, forest and pretty quiet. And we were spent a whole weekend there. Friday night, we Sunday afternoon, we stayed overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends smoke, I don't smoke. The guys went out for a smoke break, and they heard in the woods. And I was like, I get to hear it, but what happened was we put a digital recorder on the porch, and it was screened in porch. And my friend back and looked over it. We heard this and thing for 3 minutes straight. It was loud. So I don't know if I have to hear it or not.
Is that your only personal experience?
No, and I see shadow figures and apparitions already, but in different places. We did prisons, we did churches, um, we did museums. I did a library already. Going to church, I have my first personal experience that. Um, our very first investigation back in 2009. I'm showing my age now, by the way. I said they're 56 this year, so.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not that far.
We did the same church over like last about 4 or 5 years of that time, up to 2016, I think was the last one we did. But we got a lot of stuff out of there. The first one I had was like an EVP, I call it. That the church has a nursery for the kids to be in church. The parents go to church, the nursery playroom, and myself and a female investigator were in there, and we had we do a thing of kids knock the table, yeah, yeah, and she says, "Can you make that sound like he did?" And the little kid's voice came back and said, "I can't." On the
Oh,
recorder, and
really?
yeah, and with the New York one about it did sound like one star. I've done a lot of big shows and stuff. Yeah, over here because we have a lot here, and on it. So I listened to it, and that sounded a lot like in the woods that time. So we were like, we had to come out again. I'm not sure how soon it would be, but we had another place in New York called Palmyra Museum.
So is
Historical
there a
museum.
lot? Why is there so many in New York?
I know that's the one. There's a lot of New Jersey, a lot in there's a lot of other places. I mean, this place is Ohio stuff too here. We have theaters. We have we had lots of stuff. We have fire museums. We have I had a lot of luck at fire museum too. I went to, but yeah, we went to jail in Mount Holly, near Jersey, yeah, Jersey, Holly jail, and yeah, we also did elementary school, and that place we call our best evidence there ever, and that just happened. It's so hard. I get a lot of EVPs. We're very fortunate enough, and over the years, I think I get more because over the years I'm more in tune. I'm more of an empath now,
Yeah.
so I can feel around me. And so when you place place, you're trying to place to sit, and you get a lot of stuff for there. 'Cause if it doesn't for me going to pour out 25, 30 feet a night, so and pretty good ones. And somebody bad talking smack or somebody, not so. Cause I already had somebody call me an MLFer already,
Oh, really?
and a son of a bitch, yeah. But I had a female say I love you, so that
Yeah.
might make up
Yeah,
for some
swings.
of it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
swings and roundabouts.
But we got
How,
we call it
how does
asshole
that
already
change
too. So.
your how does that change your outlook on life? Like if you become an empath where you can actually you've been so receptive to messages that must have quite an impact on your life.
Well, it was scary at first because that one of the first times I first noticed it was we did inn. So the ship's name was like a bar and it's real old. Back in the back in the early 1900s it's built. And we were in the basement to each of the beach sessions here over the quarters. And our lights were off. I walked in and turned around when I started. I was threw up. And I didn't carry out. And at that time, we had a psychic medium. She was now able to go on that trip. But we called her and asked her what was going wrong. Because when I walked out, I felt like I was on fire. The whole body was on fire. And I burned so bad. I'm like, oh, shit,
Like the pain?
Pain, oh yeah. It was horrible. And so we got outside, sat down at picnic bench outside and cooled down for a little bit. And I went out back in. I wouldn't go back in the basement until we were about to do the reveal. I was talking to me on the phone. She was checked to see if there's a fire there. And apparently there was a fire that I think somebody was killed in that fire. So, and we went down the basement. I fought it. In the basement, my friend told me to go down real quick. They shined up on the ceiling. There were still charred timbers there on top of the ceiling. So I'll never pay her again. Because I also highly susceptible to EMF. And that could be a bitch too. Plus, I also have very lucid dreams.
Yeah.
And
even at home?
Oh yeah, almost every night I do. And it's like that could drive me your body. Sometimes I tell people in believe me that if you're laying there and you're thinking, well, am I awake or am I dreaming? If you actually pinch yourself, you can't tell. And I'm going to be getting a book on not time travel, but the other thing, astral projection.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had second experience in that too, which I can be scary because you're the fear for the flying, yeah, and then when you come down, I was very weary for a long time talking about it because you would think I'm fucking nuts. You know?
No, I have a very open mind, and this is like more interesting to me than talking about my movie.
Yeah.
So keep going.
And I also see a lot of relatives and I dreams to come back to talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm not very, and I'm sorry that I was talking about here, right? But I haven't got to a place like a town or I'm always like in a field with tall grass. And so I one time, people say you don't see color in dreams. That's bullshit. I see colors last night.
Mm-hmm.
So I green and red had like just stand there field and I look over the thick mountains and then I wake up. So I wake up like that. Shit.
I've heard of people having that kind of experience with a drug called DMT. Is it similar? Like the stories of them, falling through the floor? Or...
Oh yeah. I've had that before too. One time, fall and come back.
Yeah.
Or I'll be jerked awake by something I was tell. I've also had dreams being stabbed already, and I have weird dreams that they're like dreams I was in this attic. I think it was an attic of this old house, and there was a guy standing there, and the other guy just so creepy and gory. But this guy was standing on a stool and had a noose around his neck. And the other guy kicked it, and he was hanging. Now I'm trying to get to him. And the other guy starts to throw shit at me, and and I woke up. So that's the kind of stuff I had dreams of.
I mean, do you have any? Do you have so not many fun dreams or?
No, I think I do. I feel like when one of my best friends I met through one dad to take off with. Me and him, when I was growing up in the 80s, I'd go in his garage and we'd build computers and different stuff in his garage to hook up. We made the cable cheat, the cable cheater boxes, get free stuff. With that kind of stuff. It's like we used back to York. Every time we York visit our town, we go play cards. Well, he passed away like 3 years ago. Right after he passed away, he was in my dream that
Mm.
night when I found out, he was in my dream.
Mm-hmm.
So and then his wife died. She died a year and a half later,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw her then too. And I do see a friend of mine. He died about 15 years ago from cancer. He was married like 52, I think, when he died. 52, I think. But he died. He was really just theater. He liked to do the construction and building the sets and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
so we actually got to do an investigation of the theater after he was dead. And I picked him up on the EVP talking to me.
How do
And
you picked it up on a recording device?
yeah,
Or
yeah, record my digital recorder. And me and my one friend, Narvin, are best friends. We used to get together and make beer a lot. One of the things to do, we just do ball games a lot. But I got to record him. He never said hi, or he always said, "Hey Scott," or "Hey Steve," or "Hey," or whatever. And so I picked this up, and I went back home and said, "Hey Scott," and that dad said, "How are you?" I'm like, oh God. I picked it up on the recorder. And I called my friend up. I said, just keep an open mind when you hear this. Who's the sound like to do? I play it. That's like Steve. Steve, let's get that. I told him. He said, what? He's not know. He's fortunate. Whatever. No.
Mhm.
But he's going to see a lot. I usually see at least one couple weeks after I'll see him.
and your
And
dream.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look, I'm saying, I'm like, aren't you dead? Yeah. Like, we had been coming going stuff. And um, I can't remember what the flip about, but I'll look it up then. But here's how I look it up right away. But I've control things too, to a certain point, if I can. I've not avoid it. Yeah, but
So what?
yes, it's also it's like freaky when you do it.
No.
So I'm gonna look more into it. I gotta start doing a dream diary. But some of my stuff is so gory. I've had other stuff that's more sexual already
Mm,
too. That that's just weird. So
mm.
I started
What
doing a
came?
dream journal. But
What came first for you? The interest of the paranormal, or you had an experience of it first?
that's funny. I get the question for something you asked me. I never had experience, but I've always was knew that I had the feeling that
Mm-hmm.
there was something out there that, and it took me a long time finding it out. It was my very first investigation I had in 2009. Because I was interested in it back in the early 80s. I did a library. I got library back then. They had much stuff from the call or ghost hunting stuff back then, or anything paranormal. Not much. Over a decade or so after that, there's tons now. Books and like called astral travel projection, that kind of stuff. Um, ESP, that kind of stuff. But it's out there now. It was trash. I buy a book over there with spells and stuff. I never really got it there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll screw with that stuff. I don't do Ouija board and that stuff either, or seances. I'll mess with that.
You,
'Cause
you don't do.
I have somebody here though with me that I really brought back with me from the investigation. No, it doesn't bother me. I know she's here, but I picked her up already on audio, and I don't do it anymore though. So you shouldn't do that either. I'd suggest don't do that in your house because you
Yeah.
never know what's going to get. So I did that because I know I could expect and could do something about it if I want to. I have stage I can use one too, but I don't. It doesn't bother me. But
Do you put a lot of this on your website?
yeah, I have no website that I had back in York.
Uh-huh.
I get a link to it as well. My EVP's on there. I got tons of them on a 4 terabyte hard drive as backup. But yeah, you're very fortunate. The stuff you got over the years going out, and I don't really know if I can attribute it to my ataxia because I have a dark spot on my brain, my cerebellum. So I don't know if I had something to do with it. But now I feel more over the years. I'm no sure of my disease.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't really know if it's
It's
yeah.
interesting.
I know it's not. I get scans 2 times a year. It's not growing or anything. It's staying where it is.
Hmm.
But I had the physique and manner of an 80-year-old man. So when I get out, I have to use a walker, get around. I have a speed impediment sometimes to refresh down a little bit. I've had swallowing a lot.
Hmm.
And the only time that I'll probably end up getting the tube firmly here. But hopefully it won't be for a while now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, because right now I'm doing tube feeding right now to get my weight back up again. Uh, but yeah, I get a lot though. I can. I got the grocery store sometimes. I'll go to the walk around place or
Yeah.
get out.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, it's good to get out as much as possible.
yeah, but yeah, because we most fortunate out here. Like I said, video evidence is hard to get. Um, well, I'll say what happened. I went to a place called Poot Town, elementary school out here in Ohio. It's about an hour down the road from me. It's an old elementary school. It's got tons of classrooms, 3 floors to it. And 3 floors got the counting. They have the lunchroom downstairs. But anyways, I had a couple experiences there. But my friend and I were setting up in the cafeteria lunchroom. They made their base camp there, yeah. And he had already set up his stationary camera, DVR camera, and started running in this gymnasium. Well, they have a basketball court there, and they have the basketballs. They don't really bounce off. They're just like bounce off, mostly flat.
Mhm.
Well, we just had a lot of fun, and they had this old wheelchair that had the old leather pocket seats,
Mhm.
and my favorite meal by the other investigator was setting stuff up down there near ice cream down upstairs. And they say, "You guys children in gymnasium." No. I said, bullshit, bullshit. What are you talking about? Well, we took a wheelchair and had it up against the stage of the auditorium, and they put all those basketballs on there. And they said, "No, the basketball is in the middle of the floor." They got you guys up there. And so Bill went up and we caught that ball flying off that chair and going across the auditorium. That's the best evidence we had over the last 20 years.
Mhm.
And I have that. I'm going to show you it and see what you think. Because
You have
it's
it?
just, oh yeah,
You
I'll
kept
show
the
you it.
item or the photograph?
No, I have the video.
All right. Okay, good.
I'll play you the video. Here it is. At the very end, you'll see there'll be like a little shiny light, some reflections. That's the I. That's the IR hitting the middle arm of the wheelchair. So if it's concentrating that down there, so let's see. How's this?
Screen, yeah.
Where did it come from?
No, but at the end of the wheelchair.
It was on the wheelchair.
In the fucking wheelchair. And
That's
it flew
crazy.
off. And it came in and rolled around a little bit and stopped. That noise that made, bam!
Yeah.
Because we thought we heard something up there. We weren't sure who that time it was. The basketball hit the floor.
Can I see it again?
Sure. Sure.
Now I know what to look for.
Screen, yeah.
Oh,
That
wow.
the guy who was maintenance man take care of that place, he saw the video. I'll not go back there again.
That's
So we tried to get it a second time you were there, but we did. Good luck. So,
you can hear the atmosphere as well.
yeah.
Ah,
Because it was actually early evening before we got started. Because you can
Mhm.
see the light from the gymnasium windows down here.
mhm.
So, yeah. We took it up. By APs, we got pretty good ones. Here at the New Jersey Malhati jail. And we had a couple girls came with us. We actually met them at Gettysburg. Made the investigation in Gettysburg at the inn. It was called the Battlefield Bed Breakfast Inn. And they also had an old barn property that they used to have the civil soldiers. It was like a makeshift hospital there. And the old farmhouse was built back in, I think, the early 1800s. And it was owned by General Hootland, was his name, I believe. And we got a stop by there. And we met these two girls. They actually stayed at the hotel. And we got our guests to come along. It was really, a lot of fun that night because we got our instruments and we had to play with them and stuff. And we had like 10 recorders, voice recorders that we handed out to everybody. And they come along, explain it, we talk. We got to give time for them to answer. And please no talk, always doing it because they contaminate our evidence. So they're really good about it. We love the girls, almost the mother and daughter, actually. And they got us, they paid for our trip to, or paid for our way to prison in New Jersey. And to be out in there, and they took a recorder themselves. We gave it to them, so just take it, and if we get anything from it, just email it to us. Well, they're by themselves doing that, but a lot of times we'll have people outside sitting, so they quiet outside to go to the cars and sit. And when you have a big group, you want to split up, you have to do that. You can't. It's a closed in small jail. So any people talking upstairs can be heard downstairs. So you gotta be careful with that. So we do split up. It was the girls' turns to be in. And I'm in this room that had that carved out canoe or ship like the Indians or whatever. made to go to a canoe, whatever.
Uh,
And it's a big, like 8-10 foot one, in there. And the girl goes, "We're in the room with the big boat," and I hear a male voice say, "No shit." Yeah, that was funny. You got that audio, but God, that's funny. And then another time we were up at their Storeroom Museum, I told you about in Palmyra, New York. Another New
Mhm.
York place we did. They had a general store like a block down. That the guy who owned it lived just upstairs back in the early 1900s, and they had an accident there on that. Actually, on the land itself, the house was there, burnt down, and the family was killed in it, except for the husband, who was supposedly on a business trip. Um, but they died in that basement, and over the years they found bits of bones and stuff down there, different artifacts and stuff over the years in that basement. The museum on top of it now. Or that's not the general store. I think that, but that's not right. So we have recorders at our place. One downstairs sitting at the bottom of the steps. And we upstairs doing EP session, voice questions like, give your name. Different questions, several questions we used. So anyways, the guy who was helping out, volunteered at the inn, he has to join us. And for sure, he sells throughout this stuff and while we're going along also. And so I got back home and I got this audio. First thing he says is, I have a computer. I had a USB stick in. I was copying stuff over while we were doing the investigation. It's there's a little light flashing on the side, the blinker. It says, "Is there a reason I was doing that?" And I said, I thought it was just, no, I supposed to be there with that. Like 5 seconds later, you hear this creepy voice coming out of the corner downstairs. I picked up. It said, "Come on down with us."
Nope. No. 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 All right, you're going to give me nightmares tonight. Thank you.
Well, it was kind of. I'm not picking like apps and fun apps and. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, must be an alert on mine here. It's
What?
Amber Alert on my phone. Either that or I get mum.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I
Uh,
always get with that. Yeah, it's Amber Alert.
Amber Alert for what?
For a child missing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well, yeah,
anyways,
that's not great.
everything is all bad. I'm not into making fun apps. Some people because I have some success with. But I have a PC program. It's called External Detector. What it does, it fills after the airways and stuff, and it'll just pick up off your computer's like internal antenna or whatever is inside, and I'll choose random words. And there's a setting on that has when it has a hit for a word, it has word screen like word screen to it. And these two girls, I was at the investigation. They were with us, and they were upstairs in the top bedroom, and I had my computer in the other room. They heard that, and the girls are freaking out. She was, "Mom, I'm scared," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" So we got down there. We didn't know what was going on, and so we got back home, and well, we actually realized what happened. The girl investigators, and they said they were scared. They heard something scary upstairs. And I'm like, we get to see what's going on. So we finally figured out what it was because while you standing there when all the and I think, oh my god, is that why they left? So we picked up the record and I'm first in, Oh, I'm scared. She goes, we live, you we can't go. They locked us in.
No.
And so we called. Don called them. Called. I guess they got the call on the way home, and they got kicked out of it. They laughed, but that was one of the things that we had fun about. Another one we had was we were at the jail. They had the Halloween decorations, stand-ups and stuff. And we had a girl who was a member with us for a while, along, and we had a table set, and she goes through and look at different doors. I said this one door. She jumped back, he looked at me again, she just shook her head and walked away. So Bill went back and showed what it's like. Here, they had a old monster standing in there. Right when he looked in, and she saw that face.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would love it. I love to get show ghost hunt. It's not fun.
Yeah, actually, you know,
Yeah,
I'd love to make horror films, but being in a horror film was maybe not for me.
I've got touched already. I've got whispers in my ear where I need to hear them. Yeah. So, and I see a lot of stuff. So, over the years.
Uh,
Yeah, lot of fun. Lot of fun. So, I'm at the place called Prestick Place out here. It's not too far away. I want to get to. I did a tour of it. I guess just to investigate. I might go out there in the spring. Get a bunch of people, you know.
so do you put how can, like, if you go do these new reports, I can see on your YouTube page. You sent me that link. Where are you?
Yeah, my YouTube page, I must have all my past shows. Dude, I think I've been doing the podcast for over 4 years now. So I think you're episode number 106. Yeah.
Great.
I also want to say, before I forget to, before I leave it now, but I want to say just about that York type corner. If you can also view the his intro too there. And then at the bottom is a thanks button. There's a little heart beside it. If you click on it, you can donate if you want to.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the other the old team I was with was called GASP, GASP, for Ghost and Spirit Paranormal. And I can get up to show. I give it out there if you want to go and look right. So,
yeah. All right. I'm subscribed. Yeah. So we're at an hour already. Wow.
Yeah.
It's gone fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun having you on. Like I said, we'll get Barry on sometime too. Up you guys get more of your production going.
Yeah, I'll keep you absolutely posted, and yeah, hopefully I can sleep well tonight.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever come over here and film, I'll be an extra for you.
Yeah.
I'll be like in the woods on my walker. You have somebody stab me in the throat or something, rip me out.
No.
It has been busy to get me. That one fit the part of the video. Oh, sorry, real quick, if you don't mind. Oh shit, still. There's the midges coming.
Yeah.
That's an awesome shot. I mean, how the hell did you do that shot?
We have it's called like a probe lens, so the lens is right at his eyeball, and then he just stared at the lens. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see like the behind the scenes, and then special effects are put into the eyeball. But yeah, it's a really cool shot. It reminds me of like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Like
cool shot.
Carbon. The midges are coming. The midges are coming. That's funny. That's also figure out the Evil Dead on the far. That's one of my favorite movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a classic.
Yeah. So I think I might need to go now because that's wrapping up for an hour. But Scott, that's been it's been really interesting. I've enjoyed hearing more about you than talking about midges.
I like to get you on for your mood because it could be very interesting when it comes out. Definitely looking forward to it. When you get that definitely keep in touch.
Yeah, man.
Back and forth. I want to, you're very, very good. I want to keep
Yeah,
hearing about how
yeah,
it's going.
yeah. I'll keep you
Uh,
posted. And then anything else that we end up working on is
right, and I'll keep you posted. I probably pull out some EVPs and send to you too.
all
Some
right.
of my better ones, so you can
All
listen
right.
to.
And I'll read them in the morning, not the not at night.
Well, I'll get to a few days. I'm under show Monday, so
All right.
and I got work on the weekend. So, all right,
Great.
it's a pleasure having you on. I had a
Pleasure meeting
blast,
you, Scott. Yeah,
and
that's cool.
like I said, I'll definitely get you guys back on. That's it. As a matter of fact. So,
Cool.
and
All right.
okay, until next time. Happy
next time.
hunting, everybody.
Thank you, Scott.
Give it. Thank you.